as far as, Shakur potential, he is the next great. I'm going to just put it out there. I made a couple videos where I said Shakur is the next Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather passed down the torch to Shakur because, of course, when Floyd Mayweather flew all the way to the Olympics to watch Shakur, that's exactly what Mayweather said. Like, it was verbatim out of Floyd Mayweather's mouth, right? Now, Shakur said something recently where he stated, listen, man, I understand the people that's comparing me to Mayweather, which I felt like he was talking to me personally because that's what I've been doing. So he said, listen, I'm not the next Mayweather. I'm the next Shakur. I got my own style. And I respect that 100%. And I'm on the same page with that because, of course, Shakur has a different style. He comes from the same school as Andre Ward, hit and don't get hit. Adapt like water. Just like Bruce Lee said, if you in a cup, become the cup. If you on the bottle, become the bottle. If you on the floor, become the floor. If you in the ring, become the ring. That's how Shakur fights. Like I said, he the ocean, right? Now, the only thing that I pretty much said that got lost in translation, I think Shakur is the next Mayweather as far as on how great he's going to be. I just don't think he's going to get beat, So what I mean is, the last great is Floyd Mayweather. When I say great, I mean the fighter that's recognized as the best of his, era, of the century almost, right? Andre Ward is a great. Andre Ward arguably on the top 20 greatest fighters of all time. There's a lot of great fighters. Terrence Crawford is one of the greatest fighters, but Floyd Mayweather surpassed those guys. I feel like Shakur could be the one that could surpass people. The last guy that was capable of surpassing people was Roy Jones, for example. Roy Jones was capable of doing so. Then the torch got passed down to Floyd Mayweather. Before Roy Jones, I believe it was Sugar Ray Leonard. Before Sugar Ray Leonard, it possibly was Sweet Pea, or I think it was Sweet Pea. Before that, it was Muhammad Ali. Before that, Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis. So like I said, I'm talking about that talent. So when I say he's the next Mayweather, I mean he's the next great. That's what I mean. The only reason I say Mayweather is because Mayweather, the execution of his career was just perfect. Nobody did it better. Roy Jones had the talent. He didn't retire on time. He abused his body. Same did Muhammad Ali. Obviously, double standards beat him as well. And, Andre Ward and Mayweather was pretty much some of the few greats that were able to retire on time and beat double standards. So I believe Shakur will be that next great. That's why I compare him to Mayweather. I just want to make it clear, Shakur is not the next Mayweather. He the next great. So when I say he the next Mayweather, that's pretty much what I meant. Because they really have different styles. However, he the closest thing to Floyd. When Floyd Mayweather went to the Olympics, Floyd Mayweather said, I think this guy could possibly surpass me. I'm looking for that guy. Mayweather pretty much saw a lot of great talent, but they say Mayweather, he don't show love. He always discredit fighters, this or that. That's what they claim. But Mayweather said Crawford pound for pound number one. Mayweather flew to the Olympics and supported Shakur and said he the next Mayweather. And he said he could possibly surpass me. Mayweather saw Shakur spar Devin Haney, and he said, I'm signing this guy. I don't know who he is, but I'm signing him. He was talking about Shakur, and he also told Devin, don't worry, you my man too. I'm gonna sign you too. So all I'm pretty much saying, Floyd been showing love from day one. So if Floyd saw greatness in Shakur, you best believe TBE, he sees things that you don't see. That's why Akhi sees in Shakur. So Floyd Mayweather is not going to say, he's not going to see a fighter that don't have the potential to be the best and say, oh, yeah, he the next Mayweather. Why would he cap like that? But when he actually sees the talent that he felt like is going to crack maybe his record, then, of course, he showed love on more than one occasion. That's all I'm pretty much saying. But Shakur is definitely the future. So is Devin. So is Gervonta. However, the $1 million question, who is the one? I mean, Gervonta always hashtag the one. Devin Haney always hashtag the dream. That's his nickname. Shakur is, obviously inspired by Tupac. But he wants to be the one too. He ain't trying to be number two. So we'll see. Like I said, the sky's the limits for these guys. But on to the next round real quick. H Money said, Akhi, Shakur Stevenson is the next Pernell Whitaker. You know, Pernell Whitaker, like I said, he didn't retire on time, and unlike Pernell Whitaker, may he rest in peace, Shakur said, I would not lose to that man in the mirror. For the people that knew Sweet P, he never made the right decisions. You know, so Shakur, on the other hand, he said, I will make the right decisions. You know, so if he the next Sweet P, they all pretty much great. Mayweather great, Sweet Peas are great. So regardless of who it is, that's still a great comparison.
Yeah, what's up, man?
All right, talk to me, Akhi. So who's the one? Is it Shakur? Is it Devin? Is it Javante? Talk to me.
Man, it's definitely Shakur, man.
Oh, okay,
it's definitely Shakur.
All right, first of all, who this is? Let me know where you calling from and all the above. My bad. I was trying to get you because I couldn't hear you earlier. But go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself and let me know how you feel.
For sure, man. It's Dogface 216. You know what I'm calling from Cleveland. Hey, man, I appreciate you having me on your show, Akhi.
Appreciate it. So you said Shakur is the one. You know, why you feel that way? You know, how impressed were you tonight by his performance against Felix?
Man, it's like, man, the crazy about it is I didn't even realize that fight was tonight. And then it's like, man, but it's like, that's what, you know what I'm saying? I can't say that's what I expected, but it's like, man, it's like I kind of knew what the outcome was going to be already. Now look, Shakur Stevenson seemed like the biggest sleeper out of all of them for some reason.
I mean, statistically, ESPN showed his statistics today, and they showed when Floyd Mayweather had 13 fights, and Floyd Mayweather's first 17 fights weren't the highest competition at the time. You know, he stepped his game up once he got a world title. At first, he was really trying to fight whoever is available because he was being avoided as well, right? So, you know, Mayweather, when he was 13-0, you know, Shakur has better defense as far as his percentage defensively, and I'm pretty sure even offensively, or I could be mistaken about the offensive part, but I'm pretty sure both, which is highly impressive. I mean, with Shakur 13, you know, first 13 fights, they weren't light touches. You know, he was pretty much fighting some good fighters from day one because, of course, just like Mayweather, remember, he went to the Olympics. So since you were an Olympian, they put you in there with, like, you know, heavy competition from day one. And Top Rank did that from day one for both. And keep in mind, both of the fighters, Shakur and Mayweather, lost in the Olympics, and I believe both of them really won them fights. I believe they kind of got robbed, but it is what it is. It made Mayweather a better fighter, and I believe it's going to make Shakur a better fighter because now he want to prove himself that much more. So with that being said, you know, how you feel about that comparison, you know, as far as the statistics, because men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie, and just them getting robbed in the Olympics, or at least they should have won, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just leave it at that. And you know, Mayweather, how his career turned out to be, and how you feel about Shakur, the same, you know.
I love the comparison, man, because it's like, because, you know, like Devin Haney is training with Floyd right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I love the comparison that they showing with Shakur Stevenson, because it's like, and then, but the crazy part about that is the fact that the way he dropped him with that body shot, I remember Floyd doing that in his early days.
Right.
And that reminded me of Floyd so much. Like, ooh.
And you know what's crazy, right? Shakur, he hit him to the body so hard, he bent him in half or something. Like, I was like, man, damn, like, how hard did you hit him, man? Every time he hit him with the right hook, it really hurt in badness. On some Prince Nassim Hamed talk. I'm talking about he hurt him, man. It looked like he bent the man. Man,
he was like, he hit him with an axe.
Right. And just to get you shout out my man right here for, you know, hitting me up with a super chat. Gerled Morgan, Akhi from Honolulu. I don't even know where that is, but I appreciate it. We salute you, my brother. Blessing to you and your channel. I appreciate you so much, Morgan. I appreciate you all day. I appreciate the love and support. But yeah, like I said, man, you got great eyes, because, you know, I remember Floyd Mayweather's first pro fight, you know, how he dipped to the body, and he won, I think, the fight by, by a body shot, if I'm not mistaken. and like I
dropped
said,
him.
yeah. And my man doing the same. Shakur, like I said, he the future, and he gonna be hated too, but he will beat double standards because see, unlike a lot of fighters, Shakur is so good that he's gonna dominate where he won't be robbed. I hope he won't. I hope he won't. You know, I don't want to wish and harm on him, but I just feel like, you know, he's gonna be so dominant where they're not going to be able to rob him like they did in the Olympics. See, they always did it to the best, like Roy Jones. I remember when they robbed Roy Jones, man, that was heartbreaking. And Roy...
Oh, man, you talking about Montel Griffin? Oh, yeah, my God. That hurt. That hurt so bad.
And Roy wanted to retire. Imagine if he did. A piece of boxing will have been missing. A piece of boxing will have been missing, but it didn't stop him.
They would have dogged him so bad if he retired after that. Oh my God,
man! Hey, but I'm just saying, like, you know, the corruption in boxing is just on a whole nother scale. So, you know, I'm glad. It is. You know, I'm glad it's making Shakur stronger and wanting to achieve more. And I like the fact that Shakur is focused, and him having Andre Ward in his corner, it will make him that much better because Andre Ward
and Bud.
And Bud, you know, they don't play. You know, they don't play.
Now look. That's two of the best ever right there. Now look, I feel like personally, Terrence Crawford might be my favorite fighter ever. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and Shakur Stevenson is coming up under him, and he's getting it early. You feel what I'm saying? Like from Terrence Crawford, and then you learn it from one of the best defensive fighters ever, and Andre Ward. It's like, man. This dude got the best of both worlds in his corner.
You can't go wrong. The recipe is there, bro. The recipe is there. You said it. Like Andre Ward, the former pound for pound, Terrence Crawford, the current pound for pound. I mean, he's sparring Crawford. And he a featherweight though, and Crawford a welterweight. Stop playing with him, man. This man, he has the recipe for greatness. All he have to do is stay focused.
And this is his first fight at 130, right? This is his first fight at 130, right?
Yeah, that's his first fight.
Crazy.
And it won't be the last fight either. So, you know, like I said, he looking tremendous. I don't think anybody want any smoke with my man either. They treating him like Mike Tyson. But let me shout out my Akhi too. TK Jeezy. I appreciate the love and support. He said Haney versus Shakur, Mayweather versus Judah, or Chop Chop. Hold on. What kind of comparison is that? Because, you know, I feel like I need to know who's Mayweather, and I need to know who's Zab or Chop Chop.
Who's Zab, right? Because
with all the respect,
I think they both.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my fault. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I just want to say, with all the respect, you know, no disrespect to Chop Chop nor Zab. I met Chop Chop actually, and you know, Zab obviously he's from Brooklyn, where I'm from, but I believe Shakur will surpass both. So if he obviously comparing Haney to Mayweather because of their styles, I believe Shakur, you know, he on the lead of his own. But you never know. But I appreciate the love, 2K Jeezy. My bad, Akhi, I ain't mean to cut you off. So go ahead, let me know how you feel. What do you think about that comparison he made?
No, you good, big dog. Man, I think that's a bad one because it's like Zab. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Zab could have been better than Floyd, but the fact that he couldn't stop living in the hype. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like Zab is more like what they were trying to say, basically like Gervonta Davis was doing. You know what I'm saying? That's more of that comparison, maybe, if you ask me.
Like you said, Zab he let himself, you know, he lost to that man in the mirror pretty much, what you're saying, because, you know, he obviously left that street life, and you got to kind of get out of that life when you a boxer. You got to live the boxer life. You got to stay dedicated.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here drinking, smoking. Like Andre Ward said, you know, I will never let a fighter that smoke hookah or drink beat me.
Yeah,
so
right.
When a guy like you mentioned, you know, Zab Judah, who let a lot of the distractions and fame kind of get to him, and it distracted him from his goal and his vision. But I believe Shakur is on his tunnel vision. I don't think that's going to happen to my man, but in the future,
no, I don't think so
if Shakur did say, you know, Haney, you know, he said that either Haney or Gervonta will be mega fights down the line in the future, maybe at welterweight with Haney or Gervonta at 130 or 135. So these are possible future fights. And another super chat by Gerlaid Morgan. He said, keep knocking them out, brother. Honolulu is basically Hawaii. Okay, I appreciate it. Hawaii. So we appreciate your boxing knowledge. Congratulations to Shakur Stevenson. Shout out to Gerald Morgan. I appreciate the love and support. And like I said, you know, Akhi. So when it comes to Shakur versus Devin Haney, who you favor in the future? I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these decaf / old media. These decavs, the dumb, casual ass fans that always living up to their name, because they will talk all that in the comment section like the keyboard warriors they are. But they don't have the cojones to call in and debate Akhi. Akhi is about to make history and be 500-0 and beat Floyd Mayweather record when it comes to debating. And none of the decafs or these experts or the decavs wizards want to call in and you know, prove Akhi wrong and put a blemish on Akhi record. They want zero confrontation with the truth. What's understood don't have to be explained, because when the truth is spoken, the other side is nothing but a lie. So these decavs rather hate instead. Obviously, what they pretty much doing is making me more money. So all I'm saying is anybody can get it. Y'all know what the motto is since AB retired. Akhi in the game, and he want all the smoke.
Mexicans, anybody can get it.
All the decafs that don't know ish about boxing. I got something to say.
You better not duck me, son.
Don't
you
duck me, son.
better not duck me, son.
Y'all are no show. I'm tired of y'all making all these excuses. Y'all have a whole book of excuses. Akhi have the book of the truth. Meanwhile, y'all got the book of the excuses. Grow the cojones and call in. Quit eating that contaminated meat that doesn't allow your cojones to grow. What more need to be said so I can force y'all to call in? What do I need to do? Tell your favorite decaf. Tell all these channels that disagree with Akhi to grow the cojones and call in and quit using my name in vain for clout. Just call in. Expose Akhi on his own platform. I challenge you. But we pretty much know what time it is. What's understood don't got to be explained. They don't want no confrontation. But there's only one thing left to say.
There's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger.
So with that being said, I'm going to leave y'all with this. I appreciate all my Akhi that's tuning in with me. And go ahead, take y'all out.